Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode here. T. Roy Cooks. We appreciate you joining us. Today I'm going to be cooking inside, and this is especially for you northern folks that live in the northern part of the U.S. and other countries. It's cold right now. It's December. I thought I'd show you how to barbecue in your oven, and we're going to do a homemade barbecue sauce. It's going to be great. Y'all stay tuned. All right, folks, I've got two bone-in pork chops here, basically T-bone or porterhouse, however you want to call it. I got some boneless center-cut pork chops here. And I'm using this recipe I'm using, it calls for Worcestershire powder, and I went on Amazon and they had some, so I ordered some. This is a 1 pound jar of it. You see it settles because it's shipped by weight. But anywho, this is good stuff. It's more concentrated than the liquid. So I'll put a link down below so y'all can find this if you're interested in it. It's good stuff. Need a little bit of red wine vinegar. Need a little bit of steak sauce. I got this Brooks ketchup that my good friend Keith Betthag sent me. We're going to finish this bottle off. Got about half of it left. Need a little liquid smoke. I mean, we are cooking inside. We're making barbecue in the oven, so we're going to need some smoke. A little bit of hot sauce, a little garlic powder, a little light K-Rose syrup, corn syrup, salt and pepper, a little bit of dry mustard. All right, so we're going to mix all this together, put it in a pot, and we're going to simmer it for just a little bit to make our sauce. I'll show you that. All right, gang, I've got 15 ounces of ketchup in here, which pretty much emptied that bottle. And this is what I'm going off of. This is a recipe copied out of a newspaper from, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. But this country pork ribs, that's the recipe I'm using. I'll put a copy of the recipe down below in the description box, so you'll check that out. All right, so again, I got my ketchup in there. I need 1/2 cup of Karo syrup or white corn syrup. And what I did, don't know if y'all want to try this or not, but I coated the inside of this 1/2 cup measurement with some non-stick spray. You can see it's kind of just making it easy to come out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and help it just a little bit. That's good stuff. All right, now let's see what else we need. We need 1/4 cup red wine vinegar going in. 2 tablespoons liquid smoke. Let's see if we can do this. Yep, 2 tablespoons. That's a teaspoon. Come on, T-Roy. Tablespoon, baby. Tablespoon. Come on. 1. 2 going in. 2 tablespoons of steak sauce. And we'll do a little bit over there. It's not going to hurt anything. Worcestershire powder. We need 1 tablespoon. And this is a 2 teaspoon, this is 2 teaspoons. That's actually 2.5 teaspoons. So that's pretty close to 1 tablespoon right there. We also need salt and pepper. Calls for about a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, I believe. I've got this on like a medium high. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit while I get all this mixed up. Okay. And we still got a few other things to put in here. Let's see what we got. It says 4 dashes. So we're gonna do 4 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4, that'll work. Also need a little bit of garlic powder. 2 teaspoons garlic powder. I like garlic powder. All right, that looks good. 1 tablespoon, okay. 1 tablespoon dry mustard. There we go. I think that's it. Let me double check the recipe. Be right back. Yep, that's all that goes in it. So we're just gonna mix all of this together until it comes up to heat. And once it starts kind of bubbling a little bit, turn it down to simmer and let it simmer for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes maybe. Just kind of let all these flavors mingle. Let that mustard and stuff break up a little bit. So we'll be back here shortly. All right, folks, you can see it's starting to bubble up a little bit, but check that out. That is some nice, really nice looking barbecue sauce right there. Really nice. Now what you want to do is turn this down low and taste it. You got to taste it, see if it tastes worth. Let's see. Need some more pepper. And again, that was just a basic recipe. You can always tweak it like I'm doing right now. Need pepper. I like my pepper and my barbecue sauce. A little more salt, not much, it's pretty close. I'm gonna throw a little bit more of this hot sauce in there. Just a little dab will do you. Like that. Touch more steak sauce. Probably another tablespoon or so. Okay. Alright, so again, we're gonna let this go for another minute and then we'll taste it again. Oh, and I meant to tell you too, get your oven preheated to 400 degrees. Be right back. All right, gang, once you have the sauce the way that you want it, and again, this is some fine sauce, man. I wish I could smell this. Check that out, man. It's nice, thick, and it smells great. It smells wonderful. And if you don't want to use that the powdered Worcestershire powder, you could use Worcestershire sauce. But again, powder is a little bit stronger, so you may have to adjust the flavor at the end. We're just gonna pour this over our pork chops, guys. That's all we're gonna do. Pour it all over them. And again, my oven is preheated to 400 degrees. I don't want to waste any of this good stuff right here. Now what I'm gonna do is cook these pork chops for a little bit. Cover them. Okay. Cover them with foil. We're gonna pop them in the oven for, I'm gonna start checking about 40-45 minutes. I'll start checking them. When they start getting really tender, then I'm gonna pull the foil off. I'm gonna throw some sausage in there, and we're gonna let it kind of brown, crust up on one side, you know, and we're gonna flip them and let them finish cooking on the second side. Get them a little, you know, just kind of get that glaze kind of firmed up on the outside edge of that pork. It's gonna be great, y'all. All right, gang, I just pulled this out of the oven, and it's been a little over 2 hours, you know, like 2 hours, 15 minutes or so. So after about an hour and a half, I uncovered it. Just let the top side brown a little bit on the pork chops, and I added some sausage to it, some regular old beef sausage. And then after about another 15, 25 minutes, somewhere in there, I flipped the pork chops over and let those get a little toasty on the top. Let me show you what it comes out of the oven looking like. You can see it's still kind of bubbling a little bit. I just pulled it out. But this is gonna be some tender stuff right here.
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells really, really good. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, Karen, it took a little bit longer to do this because I was busy helping Karen make couscous. What's the name of that couscous you did?
Cilantro and papita.
Cilantro and papita couscous. I've got a
video on it.
I've got a video on it already done, and it's been, I don't know, a month or two back, but I'll link that video to this video because it's some goodies. Let me show that to you real quick here. This is really good stuff too. See, there you go. Papita is basically pumpkin seeds. You got your cilantro, put some shallot and stuff in there, a little garlic. That's good stuff. Anyway, and you got to use the pearl couscous. Much better. So we're gonna let this stuff cool off a little bit. We'll plate it up. We'll give you a little taste test here shortly. All right, folks, let's check this out. Again, this is the couscous Karen made. This is some sausage, some beef sausage I put in there. And this is the pork chop. Let's give us a little taste of this right here. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it's literally, look at that. Literally coming off the bone. It just doesn't get any better. And it smells fantastic. Look at that. Goodness gracious. I hope y'all give this a try because this is really super tender. Get a little bit of sauce on there. Some really super tender pork. Now let's back you out of here. Let's get us a little bit of taste over here. See if I can figure out where I'm at. All right, here we go. Man. That's some tender stuff. Seriously tender. It's almost like when I do beef tips. You know, you just leave it cooking in the sauce, you know, for hours. Makes that meat really, really tender. And this barbecue sauce is homemade. You've got to try this barbecue sauce. This stuff's excellent. And again, you saw me tweaking a little bit at the end. I'll put the recipe down below. Y'all check it out. Tweak it to your heart's content. It's a good basic recipe. and it's fine just the way it is. But you know, I like a little bit more pepper, like a bit more steak sauce in there. So I hope y'all give this a try. This is some excellent eats, and man, I appreciate y'all checking me out. Y'all give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't, let me know why. You're gonna love it though if you try it. I promise you that. Y'all remember to share the video, sub if you're not a sub already, and remember to tell all your friends, T. Roy Cooks responsibly. We'll see y'all next time.